Stop number 36 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Phoenix International Raceway in Phoenix, Arizona. As we're here today for the running of the Subway 500, as we are set for 47 laps of racing here today. Championship still in question here as we come into this race here. 71 points over the front two drivers as far as the standings are concerned. We'll see what happens here today as the starting lineup for this race here today. On the pole at almost 149 miles an hour, it is Johnny Gardner, two-time winner of the season so far. And driving the Crowley Food Chevrolet. He's alongside the winner of the first race at Talladega this season. The first Talladega race, I should say, this season. It is Zachary Fitzwater in car 59, the Marina Fox Foundation Dodge. Second row sees Angel Navarro in car 44. He's alongside number 70, Kat Batson. She won the season she won the last race we brought you on the tour at North Wilkesboro in the Holly Farms 400. The number 70 Jelly Belly Ford. Third row sees Cole Deaver in car number 3, the GM Goodrich Chevrolet, and number 8 Matt Haas in the Speed Raceway Pontiac. Fourth row has Mitchell Collins in car number 12, the Pennzoil Dodge, and number 99, Levi McIntyre in the Marvel Studios WWE Zeb Bellringer SKF Ford. Next row sees number 17, Jesse Turner in the Zest Soap Ford, who winner this season at California, and Kev Sheeran 69, the Waste Management Chevrolet. Next row, Charles Sanford in 03, the Coke Vanilla Chevrolet, and Trent Dunham in car number 1, the Sega Chevrolet, is alongside. Next row down sees two of our in-car cameras, Zach Rogers in the Burger King Dodge, and number 25, Seth Cole in the Flat Out Racing Network Chevrolet. Next row down has the Pepsi 400 winner at Daytona, Kate Anderson in the Goodrich Chevrolet car number 88, and number 2, Dylan Young in the Miller Ford. Dylan has our third in-car camera. Going to next row down has a pair of Kentuckians here, Dylan Poteet in 22 from the western part of the state. And from the southeastern part of the state, it is Joshua Osborne in the Driven to Honor Chevrolet car number 10. Next row has car 39, Keith Batson in the Motorcraft Ford, Daytona 500 champion this season. And number 20, Cole Baker, who won the Mellow Yellow 500 at Charlotte. Next row, Tyler Deaver in 24, and number 48, Jay Jefferson. Next row has the 600 winner at Charlotte, Nathan Hudson. And 52, it is Mason Wood. Next row down is number 41, Taylor Gertis in the Sheets Chevrolet. And number 5, Phil Parker in the Quaker State Chevrolet is alongside. Next row down has number 76, Ty Dent in the in the Suicide Squad Joker Ford. He's alongside Rob Evans in car number 19, the Ineos Motorola Chevy. Next row has number 14, Matt McIntyre, and number 14, the Advanced Auto Parts Ford. He's won twice this season so far. The winner at Colorado Speedway and at Colorado National Speedway, and he also won at Michigan this season. He's alongside 30. Ryan George is alongside. Next row, Quentin Moore in 89 and 97. It is Zach Winkle. Quentin winner 3 times this season so far. Next row down is Cassie Denton 84, and number 4 it is William Brock. Next row down is number 01, Jake Emerson in the U.S. Army Ford, U.S. Army Jimmy John Chevy, and alongside Nicky Martinez in car 42. Next row down has our top 2 in points, Kyle Matthews in number 9, and Jessica Shelton in number 11, the Bud Light Ford. Both have won this season too. And starting shotgun in the field, be car number 91, Jordan Anderson, the Mopar Dodge, and number 43, Mike Becker, winner this season at Pocono. So the field lined up for some racing here today at Phoenix, Arizona. At Phoenix International Raceway, as we mentioned, 71 points separate the top 2 drivers in the standings coming into this event here at Phoenix in the Subway 500. So interesting to see how far from the field Jessica Shelton and Kyle Matthews can come from as far as where they start and all as far as where they start and other stuff in this race. So. Championship, of course, could possibly be clinched if Shelton has problems and Matthews goes on to win, but on the other hand, if it's the other way around, if Matthews has problems and Shelton goes on to win the race, so command. So again, the Vardy entrance, we get some racing here today. If Shelton has problems, but on the other hand, if Shelton wins the race, and Matthews has problems on his. On the other hand, then it could be a whole new ball game. So it'll be interesting to see how this race turns out. We'll let the race play itself out, though, as the pace car is already ducked off on the pit road. Field will be led in the hands of Johnny Gardner and Zachary Fitzwater as the green flag flies for the next to the last race of the Castrol GTX Cup Series season for season 27. As the green flag flies, and we are underway here at Phoenix in a Subway 500. Turn number 2 is usually the trouble spot here at Phoenix here as they come off second turn now through the backstretch into turn number 3. And it's Angel Navarro now goes to the top spot here. Gardner trying to fight back on the outside of the track here. And it's Navarro by a half a car leading that first lap of the race. And by the way, that apron on the track here is not, and by the way, going below the yellow line is legal in this situation here at Phoenix. In fact, there's no below the yellow line rule in this series, by the way, neither. So Cole Deaver looked like he was going to go for the lead here, but thought better up. But unfortunately, his car went up to the outside of the track, and now Gardner looks to the left side of Deaver's car for the top for position. Mitchell Collins up to 4th position. Fifth is now battle for 5th, excuse me, between number 17. Jesse Turner and number 59, it is Zachary Fitzwater. Off into turn number 3, there you see Matt Haas in the 8 car goes up to the high side of the track here. Rogers trying to peek his nose to the low side. But Matt Haas throws the block now. Trent Dunham pulls up the back bumper of Zach Rogers' car for position. On board with Zach Rogers in car number 6. Now from the back bumper of Rogers' car. Up the high side, up ahead of him, behind him, I should say, is Levi McIntyre, 99. He looks to the low side. He's got the push from Charles Sanford. And the 24 car of Ty Deaver is in this bunch as well. Now Ty gets pushed up the high side by Kate Anderson, number 88. There's the battle between Kate and Tyler as they come through turns number 1 and 2. Dylan Pote trying to make a 3 wide off turn number 2, and that was plenty sketchy in this part of the track. Meantime, up ahead, 3 wide off turn number 4 between Sanford, Rogers, and Trent Dunham. Car coming off pit road, that's Nikki Martinez, the number 42, looks like. Goes back on the track here and actually gets right into Matt McIntyre right there and pushes her and the 43 up the track. Everybody had to get on the binders here. Kyle Matthews escapes from that mess and says, screw this, I'm out. And here they come that way down the apron track. They were almost 4 wide through this area. Look at this. Off the turn they come here. There you see Cassie Dent trying to go up underneath the 84 car, underneath the 14 car, excuse me, of Matt McIntyre's. They go through turns number 1 and 2 now. Cassie now makes a pass on both McIntyre, Jordan Anderson, and the four car of William Brock, or she tries to get by the four car of William Brock, I should say. Brock up the high side here, keeps the position now for the time being. Meantime, Mason Wood and Seth Cole both up the track losing positions now as they come off turn number 4 here. Meantime, Kyle Matthews, on the other hand, the points leader, he is making his way up through the field right now. The number 9 Millie Yellow Pontiac. Matthews started his race in 37th position. He's up to 27th now in the Millie Yellow Pontiac. He won this season at the first visit to North Wilkesboro, and he also won at IRP at Lucas Oil Raceway, I should say. And also, I think, won one of the dual races. I think the dual race win came at Lime Rock, I think. Into the third turn now, and now we watch Jay Jefferson and Keith Batson and Cole Baker go at it right here, and also throw Ty Dent in that mix too in the 76 car. And meantime, Quentin Moore gets a run to the inside lane here, trying to get by for position. And meantime, Angel Navarro continues to lead this race at number 44 in that Z-Line Racing Dodge. And there is number 2 to points, Jessica Shelton. And something has gone terribly amiss with that number 11 Budweiser or Bud Light Ford. Something is wrong with that car. Shelton is unfortunately 39th position. She's actually not last place right there. Nikki Martinez has last place right now at 3 laps down in 40th. But yeah, this keeps up for Shelton. This could be curtains for her chances for the championship possibly, and this may be what Kyle Matthews needs as far as his hopes to maybe try and possibly clinch if he can get at least a top 10, top 5 finish, whatever. But we're looking at this Patrick Garza up in the top spots right here. Give a call to some of the guys like up that we usually don't see up front here. Zachary Fitzwater, Mitchell Collins up there, Matt Haas. Having some darn good runs here today. Kat Batson coming off that big victory at North Wilkesboro, the Holly Farms 400. She's up in the top 10. Johnny Gardner now about to be passed by his buddy Zachary Fitzwater in the 59 car. That's for third place here. Mitchell Collins made my way up to second place. A great run for Mitchell Collins right now, too. That number 12 Pennzoil Dodge. Looking pretty strong with that machine here today. And maybe closing up a little bit on that 44 car of Angel Navarro, who's looking for his first win in this series, by the way, too. The Z-Line Designs New York Rangers Pontiac. Of course, New York Rangers is his favorite team in the NHL as they come through turns number 3 and turns number 1 and 2 right now. Down the backstretch they come. What used to be the front stretch at Phoenix. Maybe the top 3 right now. Gardner's in 4th position. 5th is Jesse Turner. 6th is Matt Haas. 7th right now is Kat Batson. 8th is Levi McIntyre. 9th is Zach Rogers. 10th is Cole Deaver. 11th is Charles Sanford. 12th right now is Dylan Poteet, excuse me. 13th is Tyler Deaver. 14th, Kate Anderson. 15th is Joshua Osborne. 16th is Trent Dunham. 17th is Kev Shearer. 18th is Taylor Gertis. 19th is Cole Baker, and Keith Batson runs 20th. Seth Cole's 21st. 22nd right now is Jay Jefferson. 23rd is Ty Dent. 24th right now is Mason Wood. 25th is Quentin Moore. 26th is Matt McIntyre. 27th is the 97 car of Zach Winkle. 28th right now is William Brock. 29th, Dylan Young. 30th is Nathan Hudson. Kyle Matthews has dropped to 31st right now. 32nd is Jordan Anderson. 33rd is Cassie Dent. 34th is Ryan George. 35th is Mike Becker. 36th is Rob Evans. 37th, Jake Emerson. 38th is Bill Parker. There he is in that number 5 Quaker State Chevy. He's also way off. Something the matter with that machine, too. And 39th, sadly, and unfortunately for her, 39th is Jessica Shelton in number 9, 39, in that number 11 Bud Light machine. And tailing along in 40th right now is Nikki Martinez in the number 42 machine. She is 3 laps down right now in 40th position. She's the only car not on the lead lap at the moment, and the field is about to come up to Nikki. Maybe, well, she's coming off turn number 2 right now. The field's coming through the middle of 1 and 2 at this point. Angel Navarro still leads, but closing up is Mitchell Collins in number 12 Pennzoil car. He looks to the low side now. He has got to run through that third and fourth turns now, as he got another Dodge behind him in Zachary Fitzwater, who won the Winston 500 at Talladega. And then you got number 17 Jesse Turner in 4th position. It's been a kind of a rugged year for Jesse Turner this season. Other than his win at California, though, he has been pretty solid. He's been solid in some races, but unfortunately, it's not been quite the banner year for Jesse Turner this season, though. He hopes to cure that next season, obviously. Top 3 cars right there. You see top 3 cars separated by about a half a second right now as they come through the first and second as they go into turn number 3 now. Fitzwater trying to close up on the back of the front 2 cars of Navarro and Collins. They've gotten by the 42 car. The front 2 cars have at least. Collins goes low on Navarro. Now, meantime, Fitzwater having trouble trying to get by Martinez. He finally does, but lost a little bit of time right there. Now Jesse Turner gets trapped behind the 42 car at this point. But on the other hand, though, Collins gained a little bit that time too as they go through turns number 1 and 2. He's up in the back bumper of that 44 car. Coming up on 19 to go right now. We'll be completing lap number 28 this time by here at Phoenix. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that 12 car. He is looking strong at this point here. He's running faster laps than the 44 car has. Navarro trying to hold on here in the last few laps there, but the way Collins is running right now, I don't know. And Fitzwater is trying to close back up too in that number 59 car. And continues to shrink. It's down to 0.15 of a second that time by. And it's a half a second now between the front 3. Jesse Turner right there lurking about a second back. Gardner's in 5th position. 6th is Cat Batson. 7th is still Matt Haas. McIntyre 8th. Rogers 9th. And Cole Deaver in 10th. Interval that time by. Let's see what it is. It's still 0.15. Charles Samper running in 11th position. Tyler Deaver's now gotten around Dylan Poteet for 12th position. Poteet down to 13th. Here comes Kev Shearer down the inside of both Joshua Osborne and Kate Anderson. He gets by Osborne. Now see what he does with Kate Anderson right now. This battle for 14th position between the 69 and 88 cars. Gardner trying to push, or I should say Osborne trying to push Anderson. But they're making no headway, and Osborne says, well, that's not going to work, and he dumps Kate and now tries to go Kev's route. Meantime, battle for 10th right now or 9th, I should say, between Rogers and Deaver side by side to the line. Rogers barely had that spot by just about a couple of feet. Meantime, Charles Sammer's trying to take 10th away from Cole Deaver at the same time as he tries to use the 6 cars a pick. Off turn number 4 they come here, and Deaver holds 10 for the time being here. Meantime, lurking behind Cole Deaver is his brother Tyler. I'm sure he sees that big rainbow coming his way now. Off turn number 4 they come here. Again, Sanford and Deaver battling it out for position there as they come off turn number 4 here. Deaver has 10 for the time being. And Cole Deaver drops to 11th now. Tyler Deaver is now going to try to get past him now for position. Coming down to the start-finish line, we have now 12 to go. Fast lap race so far being held by Charles Sanford at 147.803 miles an hour. And Zach Rogers is going to be liking to hear and Zach Rogers is probably going to like the news he's going to hear right now. He's in 9th position. Kyle Matthews runs 32nd, and Jessica Shelton is 39th. So if this were the case right now, points-wise here, points are going to be distributed at the end of this video, though, but the way it's right now, Matthews is going to keep the points lead coming into Atlanta, but Rogers is going to take a big chunk out of those two drivers' margin in the points right now. Rogers may still possibly be a long shot for the championship, though, but it's still going to be interesting to see what happens there coming down to the last race, next race on the tour, which is the finale at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Napa Know-How 500. Start finish line to come. Navarro still holding on. Collins trying to close there. He's got Fitzwater all over the back bumper of him. Fitzwater goes to the low side of Collins' car now. He gets Mitchell Collins a little bit loose. He's on the back bumper off turn number 2. So why didn't turn him around? 59 trying to push the 12 car. You got 2 Dodges behind the Pontiac right now. And don't look now, but Jesse Turner's also closing up in that number 17 car. Turner's got the push from Johnny Gardner right now, and here comes Collins to the high side. Here comes Fitzwater to the low side for second place, and that may just open it up for enough for Navarro to pull away. Collins has the position by about a half a car length right now as they come off turn number 4. And now Turner's close up right there. Collins gets loose again. Here comes Fitzwater to the low side. He's going to take second place right now. And meantime, Turner and Gardner side by side are actually pushing. Even showed a bit of a push now. They're going to try to push Fitzwater on by now. Collins doing a good job hanging on that high side of the track though, but losing position, but him getting freight train may be inevitable at this point. And Fitzwater's getting past him now. Collins trying to make the high side work again. He moves up again on the 59 car. But Gardner's going to push Fitzwater by him this time now. Come off turn number 4. I should say Turner is going to push him by, not Gardner, excuse me. Off turn number, down into turn number 3 they come. Now does Fitzwater have anything for Angel Navarro now? Navarro pulling away a little bit. The lead is now Less than 6/10 of a second between the front two cars here. Now Johnny Gardner and Jesse Turner trying to move inside. Turner's gotten by for third position. Now here comes Gardner for fourth, and Collins says no way, Johnny, and here comes car number 70. I should say car number 70 is Kat Batson. She's in sixth position. Again, seventh is Matt Haas. Eighth position is Levi McIntyre, and ninth is now Zach Rogers. 10th is still Charles Sanford. They'll be coming down for two to go this time by. Angel Navarro, car number 44. The Z-Line Designs, New York Rangers, Pontiac. Out in front. He sees two to go this time by. Car number, as he's got one more lap. You have one more lap to go this time by. And it appears right now it's going to be a big points chunk that's going to be bitten off by Zach Rogers to try to catch up that top two guys and drivers in the points. But Fitzwater's closing up now on Navarro. White flag waves for car number 44. Angel Navarro trying to hold off Zachary Fitzwater here at Phoenix. Keeps that car off that second corner as they come down the backstretch into turn number 3. Fitzwater trying to make one more last-ditch effort as they come through the third and fourth turns. It's not going to happen. And how about a first-time winner again? Angel Navarro wins the Subway 500 at Phoenix. Angel Navarro takes the Z-Line Designs New York Rangers Pontiac to victory lane here at Phoenix International Raceway. His first ever win in the series. Zachary Fitzwater comes home second. Third will go to Jesse Turner. Fourth to Mitchell Collins. And that we're gonna go back to that battle for fifth between Gardner and Kat Batson. Here they come to the line. Batson looked like she had fifth all wrapped up right here. Watch them come off turn number 4 at this point. Batson looked like she had fifth at this point right here. Here comes Gardner. That much at the line between the 16 and the 70. And it was Gardner taking fifth with Kat Batson finishing sixth. Seventh will go to Matt Haas. Eighth to Levi McIntyre. Ninth to Zach Rogers. And 10th position will go to Charles Sanford. So race number 34 is in the books for the race number 36, I should say, is in the books here, and Angel Navarro gets the win here, as we mentioned. Rest of the finishing order for you here: Tyler Deaver comes home in 11th position. Cole Deaver, his brother, comes home 12th. 13th, Kev Shearer. 14th, Joshua Osborne. 15th will go to Dylan Poteet. Kay Anderson 16th. 17th will go to Cole Baker. 18th to Keith Batson. Seth Cole drops to 19th, and 20th will go to Trent Dunham. 21st, Taylor Gertis. 22nd, Matt McIntyre. 23rd, Quentin Moore. 24th will go to William Brock. Jordan Anderson, 25th. 26th place will go to Nathan Hudson. 27th to Dylan Young. 28th, Jake Jefferson. 29th, Mason Wood. And 30th will go to Ty Dent. Rest of the finishing order for here. And some big names back there. Mike Becker was 31st, but the big names in the back of the pack: Kyle Mathewson 32nd and Jessica Shelton 39th in this race. And good news for Matthews, is going to pull ahead of Shelton in the points, though. Bad news for those two drivers. Zach Rogers finished way ahead of them, and he's going to take a big chunk out of the top two's lead in the points. Now by how much, I'm not sure as far as the points are concerned. But we'll see how the points are distributed at the end of this video and see what the scenarios are going to be for Atlanta. Anyway, the 33rd was Zach Winkle. 34th was Cassidy Dent. 35th, Jake Emerson. 36th was Ryan George. 37th, Rob Evans. 38th, Phil Parker. 39th, Jessica Shelton. And 40th, As we mentioned, we'll go to Nicky Martinez. Shelton almost caught Parker and got past him, almost did. But anyway, Nicky Martinez was the last car to finish on the lead lap in actually only car to finish not on the lead lap, excuse me, in 40th, 4 laps down. So average speed of 145, 558 here, and a first-time winner, Angel Navarro, gets the win in the Subway 500. A long overdue victory for the number 44 team. And he may be a rookie in the series, but he's no rookie in the NNSCRA, that is for sure. So he gets a well-deserved first victory here today. If you like what you see here, if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races, we got inner races, we got in our online videos, we got gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Coles for channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Store Cup Series, also on his channel as well too. And I guarantee you his races are a lot better than what I have to offer, and you will not regret checking this series out neither. So that will do it here today at Phoenix. For now, this is James Goss. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline Racing at its best. We'll see you at the finale at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Napa Know How 500.